Hello gamers, we're back in Korthia for Maw Walkers Part 2, which is Chapter 2 of the Shadowlands 9.1 campaign, and we're doing the quest in need of assistance to help people around the camp. And Mechanicos' quest is, we need a healer, you. There are too many wounded on the battlefield. Not everyone can bash it and make better. We need more healers. Take my device, get out and get the wounded back on their feet. Okay, Mechanicos, will do. 10. So he's given us a device, so that means that anyone who isn't a healer can do it anyway, and I presume the healers will still be asked to use the device, so we could probably heal as well. Depends how cleverly programmed the thing is. Most times they are programmed so that you can use the device or heal. Now, Kael'thas Sunstrider also has a quest for us, Anima Reclamation. Our efforts here need a constant supply of troops, supplies and anima. The last one is the hardest, for obvious reasons, but I've learned to be resourceful. Nearby there is a plentiful source of anima, the devourers that currently swarm the Sanctum of Guidance. It's not as easy as beating it out of a soul, but it's just as effective, if you're strong enough. Are you? Reclaim 8 devoured anima from devourers at the Sanctum of Guidance. Is that all? And then we have one more person to help. I think that's up on the top level from what I can see on the map. That's a little bit further to travel than I was expecting it to be, so maybe we should have been riding around on our mount. But this is the first time we've done the dailies, so we'll discover our way around better as we go. Tanashi from Cartel Ta'a. Observational records. Greetings, Maw Walker, a moment of your time. As you no doubt know, my cartel has quietly spread observational devices all across Korthia. But that data is no good to us if it is not retrieved, which is where you come in. The records from the wind-swept Eyrie and the Estuary of Awakening should be ready to collect. You won't see the devices themselves, but the data will appear to you as a bright orb. And don't forget to look below ground. Bring those data to me and I will reward you handsomely. Collect 5 observational records from the windswept Eyrie and the Estuary of Awakening, and we'll get some pants. So the other two quests seem to be giving us items that will probably be useful in Korthia, and this one is giving us a piece of gear. So that's nice. So let's head out and do some of these dailies then. So it's going to be a daily quest hub. Looks like we're going to get 3 dailies every day. And then there's going to be all the normal things, collecting data for the research archives and looking for treasures, killing mobs for drops. There's going to be some mounts around, there's going to be rare spawns, so it's going to be lots of other things you can do besides the dailies. So the short form of your day is just going to be doing the 3 dailies, and if you want to spend more time you start looking for rares, killing mobs for archive records, and just spend more time looking for things. So you can grind if you want, but the most cost-effective, time-effective thing will be to just do the 3 dailies. There's some really interesting different mobs and styles of mobs, aren't there, out here? It's really cool. I'm not quite sure how to describe these ones. They're sort of like gangly waif spirit, tree spirit things, aren't they? The ones for this quest, that is. Well, we're already half done with the quest, so it's not going to take too long, especially when there's lots of other people around, so getting these quests done is probably not going to take too long. Right, so here's where we discover if all the mobs drop the anima or just... Oh yeah, we got some from there as well, so it looks like anything in the area, not just those gangly tree spirit things. Right, so that's that quest done. There's a treasure somewhere. I think it's up in the tree, but I don't want to waste a ton of time looking for things. Let's head to the next quest. So the next one is we need a healer. That's quite a long way down south, that one. so we can practice our routes and see if we can figure out where all the paths are. Now, is that a path or a cliff? That's a cliff. Can I just sneak round here so we've not got quite so far to drop? Yes, I can. And now we're back on another path until lower level. Right, up along the tree and off again. Yes. Lots of different height changes, but none of them are that huge, so we can safely jump off a lot of them. And so far, of course, I haven't practiced the routes. We don't really know where all the roads are. What did surprise me about this patch is that there's a lot of content each week, so I'm actually... We're already into week 2's questing time, whereas I'm still doing week 1 quests as my videos, so I will just keep slugging away at them as I can get them done, and I will play through the whole thing as it goes. We might be a little bit behind for them coming out, but I will play through the whole thing for you and with you. Please bear with me, I just don't have the time to get everything out as fast as the content's coming out, which is a really good thing. Because we've got lots and lots of new content to play through, so that's a really, really good sign. Right, so we're using his item. That actually casts through very quickly, so it's not going to be too hard to heal them. It's just a matter of finding people to heal. If there's a lot of people doing the quests, I'm guessing only one person can heal each person, so that could be a little bit of a bottleneck quest for people. I nearly got stuck there. Let's get this next one. Back on your feet, soldier. Are you okay now? Yeah. Can I get the cast off before that guy attacks me? Let's see what we can do. Right, we're at 4. Oh no, we are going to have to fight him. He's going to chase us. Respawning on me. It's a shame we can't free the archive guys. They seem to be trapped in some sort of bubble, so I'm guessing we'll have a different quest at some point which will be to free those guys. That's probably a different daily we'll get on a different day. That on the floor, it looks a bit like a key. Oh, what is that and what is that for? Right, let's investigate this key. Oh. I clicked on it and I don't know what happened to it. Oh, do you have to have a quest for it, maybe? I don't know. Right, let's save the fay. And then Bastion, Kyrian.
Yes, mortal.
Hope you feel better now. This will make 8, Mr. Maldrexy. Oh, we're coming out of the area for the quest, so let's head back in the other direction. Oops, can't get up the hill. Oh, we're going to have to fight again. Some more sworn wardens don't want me to get my troops back up. Definitely saw at least another one just sort of in front of us, so I think we'll have to fight. Something glowing there, nothing actionable. Yeah, there's somebody there, look, but I think we'll have to fight some of these guys to get to them. So I'm just need to heal 2 more people. And then we'll go from there. I think the other quest is in sort of the same direction that we're currently heading as well. We'll fight first, I think. Oh no, we've managed to get the heal off, that's good. Alright, so we need 1 more person. Where is there anybody? No, we couldn't sneak past, we're going to have to fight. So, an empowered ravager and a Norseman interrogator do not want us to leave. You're interfering with my work. Go away. I want to save my friends. I won't go away. Right, so we need 1 more person. I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Let's go back this way. We did find a few more over this way. Oop, there's one. Oops, I got stuck on the fence thing. Save the night fae. And that's that quest done. That's the healer quest done. So 1 more. Further in this direction. So Korthia isn't huge, but there's quite a few different little sections to it with different sets of mobs in them, so quite a varied amount of things to fight. Oh, wait, that's a quest marker. What is that? Oh, it's a scroll. Oh, we're going to get attacked. Celestial Shadowlands chart. Collect 6 afterlife navigation research scrolls, then bring them to Argus for a sword. You recognise this relic from the Archivist's Codex. The Morsworn discarded it, believing it to be useless, and the chart is useless without the accompanying data to plot the relative locations of Shadowlands afterlives. If the research were retrieved from deceased scholars, the chart could be returned to the Archivist fully functional. So this is one of the items, that's the scroll that we looked at in the last episode for the archive, so this is one of the pieces that needs to be returned. So presumably the 6 afterlife research scrolls will be somewhere in this area as well, so we need to look for those probably on the mobs themselves. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's probably going to have to fight the guys in this area, aren't we? So yeah, so a data chart needs the data to be useful. So yeah, 6 afterlife navigational research scrolls. So that's what we need to do then, and then we'll get some research as a reward. Oh, maybe the scrolls are on the... Oh, the scrolls are on the bodies of the dead archivist guys. Oh, the researchers. Oh no, that's sad. Oh, we have to Oh no, we have to find the dead. Oh, that's sad. Well, that's one of those mini-boss guys. I don't really want to fight him. I just want the research. I don't really want to fight him, so I'm a night elf, so I can do this. Shadow Melt! Oh, I really like that move. That is so useful. Be able to just drop aggro. That is such a useful move set. Oh, look, do you know, it's so sad having to loot the dead bodies. I find that really bad. I mean, the game is World of Warcraft, but there's so much destruction and death in this one. I mean, I know it's all about death, but... Ah, dear. I just find it really sad having to loot the dead bodies, even if they are just pixels on a screen. Right, so we need 6 pieces of research, and there's another one over here. can we avoid all the mobs? There we go. Let's grab that. So we need a couple more. I thought this is a morse one. You can see them just flying in the background. Look, I'd kind of like to know more about their story as well. The fact that they've chosen to serve the jailer instead of staying in Bastion. I really like to know more about what the motivation and stuff is. I just really wish there was more like in-game story telling about those kind of stories, because I just think it'd be really interesting to have an awful lot more information about things. I really dislike being left not knowing what's going on. And I mean, look at these big slabs of concrete and stuff. They told us that it used to be such a beautiful city and it's all been destroyed, and in one way it's really glad that we haven't seen the city as it used to be, because it would be really sad that the destruction, but in another way it doesn't really mean anything to us because we don't know about the glory days and we don't know what it used to be like and what these people were like, so it kind of dissociates us from it. So you've got kind of a weird position to be in, isn't it? The gameplay kind of dissociates us from the story itself, and now it doesn't mean as much. I mean, it could be so much more powerful if we got the stories. It could also be too sad potentially, but having the stories would just make the game so much more engaging, wouldn't it? Right, so I think here we're going back to the area where we were here for the memorials to the old archivists, aren't we? Yeah, because these razor wings, we were fighting those when we were doing that quest. So this area then, the area, we need to find data. What's it called? Observational records. We need to collect 5 of them. And they said they were glowing, so there's a little white glow orb just behind this mob. Could that be what we're looking for? Now, can we sneak past that guy? No, we can't sneak past him, can I? No. Can I grab the date? Probably safer to fight him. Can I grab it? Oh, you can potentially grab it while you're fighting. That's interesting. So that is the observational data, so now we know what we're looking for, a little floaty white circle orb thing. And I don't see any more at the moment. If we climb this little bit of a hill, maybe... Oh no. I thought that would give us a viewpoint to see more. Sort of. Oh, there's one up there. And there's one down there. So if we go grab this one and then go to the slightly higher level, there's at least one up there. Unless we see anything else on the way, of course. Don't see any more down... Oh, there's another one over there as well. So we could go after that one. Oops, somebody doesn't want us to have... Oh, no, they're going to go back. Oh, that's inconvenient for us. Oh, right, there's some more up here as well. And that's led us to more of them. There we go. And right next to one of the Archivist memorials, look. And then another one just down here. He did say, don't forget to look underground. So if you don't find them above ground, apparently there are caves and things, so you can go inside those to find them as well. So that looks like there's quite a few of them around the area, so just keep wandering to find them. Right, which way is the best way to go back? Probably back. If I go back the way we came, then I know we won't be falling off any big cliffs. Right, so that's the 3 quests done, the 3 dailies. So I think we should go back and turn those in. Now, things like these portals, can we actually interact with them? I don't think we can. There's no, like, marker on them, so... Right, let's see if we can find our way back. Shall we grab the pretty flowery? Of course we should. Herbalists be like, pretty flowery, mine, got to stop and grab it. Right, so if we turn this way, See, I'm still having to refer to the map because I still don't have a clue where I'm going. And then I think on this road, where it's pretty much a straight route back now. So there aren't that many like main paths in Korthia, but there are a lot of little like side paths and twisty paths and things. So just a little bit further up the hill, and I think you can either go right or left and you'll still get to the camp at this end. So we run into the camp and turn in these 3 quests, and then we can turn in the quest that led us to these, and then we'll see if that's the end of it. Every drop of anima we reclaim is a potential weapon against the jailer. You can trust me with this anima. I will see it is turned against the jailer and his forces. So that's one of the 3 people helped. That's Kael'thas has done. Still feels weird to be working with Kael'thas, doesn't it? Very odd. Yes, the cartel here. We get a piece of gear this time. Have you retrieved the observational records from the windswept area and estuary of Awakening? I did. Places like the area and estuary must have been desolate, even before the destruction. What interesting creatures congregate there? Will they all survive these changes, or will some adapt and become even more fearsome? And here is your reward, as promised, and I'm getting a pair of leggings to go with my new Korthia set. I'm assuming that these are also going to be the ones that can be upgraded, maybe?
May all your transactions be profitable.
It's a new appearance, definitely. So let's pop those on. Oh, there we go. And we've got a book to turn in at the archive and another daily quest to turn in as well. There's the other daily for Mechanicos.
May I inspect?
That got them back on their feet. Any little bit helps to keep up the fight. There we go. And he's given us
I have high standards. You must meet them.
items to be used around Korthia, I presume. Right, so inside the cave we have the item to turn in for the archivist.
True scholar studies all.
Celestial Shadowlands chart. Is that the missing chart? I think it is. Ah, you have recovered the Celestial Shadowlands chart. With the chart and the data you collected, it can be restored to its full functional form. It will take some time to analyse and interpret the results, which I can get started on now that the relic has been returned to the archive. Allow me a moment to find a good spot for it. And it's going to give us 250 catalogued research.
Just another for the collection. Whatever would I do without your aid? May you return.
Now we'll turn in the other pieces that we picked up on our travels today. Every little helps. And now we have the quest that told us to go and do the dailies to turn in. And then we'll find out if that is the end of this particular quest chain.
What news?
In need of assistance, this work brings us one step closer to ending Zavar's reign over this forsaken land. He's giving us a war chest. I presume that has a variety of things in it, some anima and some Stygian embers.
Fight for Azeroth.
And that completes Chapter 2 of the Shadowlands campaign 9.1 quest. And we've got a variety of items here. We've got a conduit. We've got a waist piece to wear, and we've got some anima. And a few items that are just grey items for a little bit of money as well. There we go, let's have a quick look what we've got. Yeah, so we've picked up a few anima pieces. A lost razorwing egg. Okay, I wonder if that's got any potential use. We'll hang on to it for a bit until we figure that out. I imagine we're going to pick up quite a few items that we're not quite sure what the use is of each one at the moment.
There is much to be done.
Tal Galan, the Keeper of Secrets, has another quest for us. A show of gratitude. Your presence here fulfills an ancient prophecy, Maw Walker. I am certain you and your allies will save us. Perhaps I judged your broker friend too harshly. She did escort you to Korthia after all. Please extend our thanks to Venari and let her know we're happy to answer her questions. She does seem to have quite a number of them. Speak with Venari at Keeper's Respite in Korthia. So this is sending us back to Venari. She did seem a little bit uncertain about the sort of a welcome she would get, didn't she? And she went to hide in a cave, so let's go talk to her and see what she wants to do now. Does she want to stay here or not?
Find anything of interest, Maw Walker?
A thank you is polite. A favour is better. Ease of passage. Korthia is ripe with opportunity. Look at all of these intriguing objects. In anticipation of such wonders, I have come prepared. Let us find a suitable location and establish a more permanent connection between this place and my refuge. Our work together is not yet finished. Establish a connection between Korthia and Venari's refuge.
Procure something of
So we're going to get a shortcut from Venari to here. Is that the way we get back
here? We have need of open
here?
space, but not too exposed to prying eyes.
I mean, we did open a portal, but I'm not quite sure where that is in Oribos. So a link to Venari's refuge is another way to get through and back,
now,
isn't it?
Maw Walker, kindly activate the device with a touch of your anima.
Okay, let's open the portal.
It worked. As I knew it would, of course. Oh dear, I seem to have left my bag in that musty cave. Retrieve it for me and we shall depart.
Oh, you want me to do your lifting and carrying and fetching? Okay, I'll do that. You did actually get me here and get my friends in. So yes, the Maw Walkers is now completed, and the next one then is the Focusing the Eye, will be chapter 3. So let's help Venari and set up the connection between Venari's refuge and Korthia as well. So theoretically that should give us 2 ways to get here, couldn't it? So going via Venari to get here, and then there should be a portal, because we've opened the portal that brought our troops in, so there should be a portal somewhere in Oribos, surely. If we have to go through Venari's refuge every time, that's an alternate route, I'm guessing, hoping? Or is that the way we'll always have to come? Oh, we'll figure that one out as we go, won't we? Right, so let's go back to Venari's place. So she's not comfortable staying with all of our people. She would prefer to go back to her refuge, which personally I would think is less safe. Or does she think our little place there in Korthia is more likely to be attacked, so she'll be safer away from us? It could be either, couldn't it?
There you are. I trust my bag isn't too heavy for you.
Well,
Come
actually,
along,
it
then.
is a bit heavy.
We have much to do.
See, she just wants us to be her servant, doesn't she? She likes bossing us around. The bag is very, very heavy. I'm certain she's stolen a few items from Korthia. She'll probably call it liberated.
Have you come
but
to
we're not going to
trade,
ask, because she has helped
or
us
to
out a
waste
lot.
your breath?
I'll take my bag now if you have it. I do. Here you go. A worthwhile trip that has opened so many possibilities. Venari digs through the heavy bag and pulls out a few unusual objects, and it will open up a teleporter for us to go back to Korthia. So I think that there is the end of the quest, because the only one I've got now is to turn in my anima at my covenant.
A very profitable effort indeed.
So I will go now and turn in my anima quest, and we will rejoin for chapter 3 of the campaign in the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy games!